Hi everyone, Tracy here with Paper Closet Designs. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to assemble the Merry Truck box card. This is a fun little card. If you've seen any of my other truck box cards, they go together really quick, but I wanted to show you how to do this one, this Christmas one. So let's go ahead and get started, and I will show you the pieces that come in your file. So first off, you will have these white pieces, and I cut mine out of vinyl, but you can cut them out of paper as well, doesn't matter. You'll have your window, your rear view mirrors, and your word. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. Then you'll have your brown pieces. So for this one, it's the bumper, and this little tiny one is your tree trunk. Then you'll have your yellow pieces. You have two of your brake lights. You'll have the star for your Christmas tree. And then you'll have two pieces for your presents. I'm going to set those aside. Next, you'll have your blue pieces. So you have two more pieces. These are for your presents. Then you have the light green pieces. So you have the bow for your gift and another piece for your present. You will have your two black tires. You'll have your green Christmas tree. This is the darker green, so there's two colors of green. And your gift card pocket that goes on the back. And then you will have your truck pieces. So the first one is you'll have, this is your first insert piece, and it has the shadow or the layout for the gifts. That's the front, or well, it's the front of your card. It's the back of the truck, but the front of the card. This is the back of the card, or the front of the truck. So I'm going to set it aside. This is your second insert piece. It is the Christmas tree. This is your tailgate. And then these last two pieces are the actual box pieces of your card. So we're going to go ahead and start with those. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this back piece, and you'll know that it's the box piece because the edges are straight. On this one, it still has the wheel wells where it's rounded. So we want this piece that is straight. And this is the piece that we're going to put our window and our rear view mirrors on. So if you're using vinyl, you can actually just use this as a sticker and pull it right off. Or of course, if it's glue, you can glue it on there. And then just kind of center it right there. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing with the rear view mirrors. We're just going to use them as little stickers. And then we're going to set the words aside for just a minute. Okay, so that's all there is to that piece. So straight edges, it has the window and the two mirrors on it. Let's go ahead and set that aside. Now we need to do our insert pieces. So this is our first insert piece, and it is going to have the gifts on it. So here's our gift pieces. I'm going to go ahead and get my glue. And we're going to take this blue. It almost looks like a hat, upside down hat. And it just goes right there on that shadow. And then the yellow lid piece is going to go right across the top of it. And then the little bow, and like I said, these are really small pieces, but I cut them out with my silhouette without any problem. Oh, I didn't get my lid piece on there very straight, and it's going to be too late. That's all right. Just going to glue that on there. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with the bigger gift. Piece. Let's see if we can get it on there a little bit straighter this time. Perfect. When you do your bow, because the loops are not on the box, you want to make sure that you don't put any glue on the loops, that you're just putting it on the strands and that stripe right there. Okay, so there is your insert piece, your first one. Now we're going to do our second insert piece, which is the Christmas tree. So I'm going to take my tree and just glue it down. And actually, whoops, you're going to want to glue your tree trunk first, but you're just gluing the very tip of it. Then we want to glue that tree on there. Sometimes I get in a hurry, right? We all do it. And then we're going to glue on this star, and it's kind of a misshaped star, so you want to make sure that you know which direction you're going with it before you glue it on there. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and assemble our box piece. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take this long piece, this is the box, and I'm going to fold those flaps down or away from me towards the table. Just like that. I'm going to take my first insert piece, the one with the gifts, move all this out of the way, and I want to turn the flaps up towards me. I'm going to flip them over, and I'm going to put tape on those two edges. And then I'm going to take this box piece and I'm going to flip it over so that the tabs are pointing up towards me. I'm going to take my insert piece, my first one, and I want to put this right edge of this tab, the left edge of this tab right against the right edge of the first score line, just like that. Okay, I'm going to fold it over. And then that score line should fold right over onto there. And there is your first insert piece. And I kind of bend it both ways to make sure it's going to stick really good. And glue does work a little bit better. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing with our second insert, which is our tree. But this time we're going to bend them away from us, the tabs. We're going to bend them down towards the table. And now we want to put glue on those two tabs. These box cards have been a huge hit. I keep getting requests for this season or that season or something else, so these are really popular. Okay, we're going to take this tab again, we're going to take the left tab and we're going to flip it over and we're going to line it up with that right score line on the inside. I'm going to do it at the top, so just like that. And then we're going to take it over here and line it up on the inside of that left tab right on the score line. And then of course you want to fold it both directions, make sure that it's pressed really good. So there is our gifts and our Christmas tree. Now we want to take this piece, this is the back piece that had the mirror and the windows on it, and we're going to put glue on the inside of those two tabs. Okay, now we want to take the left straight edge of this back piece and we want to line it up on that tab right there, right along the score lines. I'm going to fold it over and then line it right up against that score line, and the tab should fold right over it. I'm going to, there we go. So that is our box part of our card. So now let's put the embellishment pieces together to finish it off. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back piece, this is the full piece of the truck, and we're going to glue it to the back of this card. So I want to put tape on it. I don't want it on these rounded parts. So I'm just going to kind of go straight down to where the tire is and across in a couple spots. You could get those mirrors too if you wanted to. Then we're just going to line it up. Once we have it all lined up, just going to rub those together so that they're nice and flat. Okay, now you can see your window and your mirror. Now we need to finish the tailgate. So first I'm going to take my tires and I'm going to glue them to the tire area. Then we're going to take our bumper and we're going to line it up. There's two little notches and they just line right up. I'm actually going to glue this one. I've also done this one with pop dots, and that's kind of fun too. Just line it up right there, and then we want to put our brake lights. Just going to glue those. Now to put our tailgate on. So if you've done the vinyl, you can pull those off and use it as stickers, or you can take some transfer tape. I have some transfer tape right here. And the transfer tape, as long as it's not the super industrial sticky stuff, will work great and it won't tear up your paper. So, and remove that. I like the vinyl because I don't have to worry about lining up all my letters and getting everything straight and spaced right. But if you do the paper, it's not difficult, and I do have a video with some tricks on there too. So once we have that on the transfer tape, we're just going to lay it on our paper. Burnish it real quick. Oh, I'm hanging off the edge there. See, I didn't get it very lined up very well. But you'll never know. Okay, and then for this piece, I like to use my foam tape. So let me grab some scissors. We're going to flip it over, and I'm going to put some foam tape on the back of that, just to give it a little bit more dimension. Just add it right there. And now we're going to glue this to the front of our card. Same thing, I don't want to get the glue on those rounded parts. Just line that up. There we go. Smooth it down, and there is your little Mary box card, truck box card. Now all of these box trucks or truck box cards come with an optional gift card holder, gift card pocket. So to assemble this, all you're going to do is you're going to fold on the score lines and you're going to fold them away from you. You're going to put tape on this edge right here. Whoa. And on this edge right here, which I forgot to score, and then just bring this over. And now we've got a little little gift card holder that you can put on the back of your truck. These are such fun little gifts. Everybody that I've given these to just absolutely loves them. You can also use them in your display trays or on a desk or whatever. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. Go ahead and hit subscribe below, and happy crafting.